All right, this is our solar system test. It has 20 questions. If you need to pause any while you're watching this, feel free to do that. You can also rewind or fast forward as you're working on this. Be sure you circle your answer on your paper and that you also bubble it in on your answer sheet. All right, number 1. A student writes the following in his notes. This object in space is much bigger than Earth. It is mostly gas and is generally round. It has many moons and is closer than Saturn to Earth. Which of these is the student describing? A. Sun. B. Jupiter. C. Venus. Or D. Mars. Number 2. A rocky object is found in space that measures 50 miles across. It rotates once every 18 hours. The object is 3 times further from the Sun than Earth and is found between Mars and Jupiter. The rocky object is most likely F. Venus, G. the Moon, H. an asteroid, or J. a comet. Number 3. You can find all of these in the solar system except A. planets, B. moons, C. models, or D. comets. Number 4 gives us a data table. It says planetary data, gives the planet's name and its diameter compared to Earth. So Earth has a diameter of 1 compared to itself. Mars's diameter is at 0.53 compared to Earth. Jupiter's diameter is 11.19 times bigger than Earth. And Saturn is 9.41 times bigger than Earth. And then it says, students are working on a scale model of the solar system. They're planning to use a ping pong ball to show Earth. Which of the following would be the best choice to model Jupiter? F. softball, G. golf ball, H. baseball, or J. a basketball? Number 5 gives us another data table. Gives us the name of the planet, its distance from the Sun, and its diameter compared to Earth. And then it says, which of these is an accurate conclusion that can be drawn from this data? A. Planets far from the Sun are usually larger. B. Planets far from the Sun are close to the size of Earth. Or C. Planets close to the Sun are the same size. Number 6. It's a little hard to see in this picture, but this is supposed to be the Sun. And it says, the following image is from a newly discovered solar system. So you have the Sun, you have planet D, C, B, and A. It says, based on your knowledge of our solar system, which planet would take the least, it's an important word there, which planet would take the least amount of time to orbit the star? Will that be planet A, G, planet B, H, planet C, or J, planet D? Number 7. The following chart was placed in a student's journal. So it says Earth, Mars, Venus, and then on this side it says Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune. It says, what criteria did the student use to separate the two sets of planets? Would it be A, planets with and without moons? Would it be B, planets with water and planets without water? Would it be C, terrestrial planets and gas giants? Or D, planets with atmospheres and planets without atmospheres? Number 8. A scientist discovered a new object in the sky that was orbiting the sun. As it approached the sun, a tail began to appear. Based on the observations, how should the scientist classify the object? Would it be F, an asteroid, G, a comet, H, a planet, or J, a moon? Number 9. Which of the following accurately describes the orbital path of most planets in our solar system? A. The orbital path is in a perfect circle. B. The orbital path is in an ellipse, but looks almost circular. C. The orbital path is in a large circular shape. Or D. The orbital path varies greatly from planet to planet. Number 10. The planets of the solar system revolve around the sun in orbits because of the sun's F, gravity, G, rotation, H, heat energy, or J, magnetic field. If you need to pause at the end of this page to go back to any question, this would be a good time to do that. If you've answered them all and you're ready, you can go ahead and flip the page and keep working. Number 11. Which statement below accurately describes the movement of objects in our solar system? A. The sun revolves around the planets, and moons rotate around planets. B. The planets revolve around the sun, and moons revolve around the planets. C. The planets rotate around the sun, and moons revolve around planets. Or D. The moons rotate around planets, and planets revolve around the sun. Number 12. The sun is the center of our solar system and creates a large amount of gravitational force. If this system lost the sun, what would happen to the planets? F. The planets would explode. G. The planets would stop moving. H. The planets would travel in a straight line. Or J. The planets would continue on their same path. Number 13. A probe is a vehicle designed to carry instruments but not crew. To which of the following places would we most likely send a probe? Would we send it to A, the International Space Station, B, inside the sun, C, to a mountaintop, like on Earth, or D, Saturn? Number 14. Which of the following NASA programs resulted in the first humans walking on the moon? F, Gemini, G, Mercury, H, Skylab, or J, Apollo? Number 15. Schools that are heated with natural gas furnaces use a type of fuel that is classified as A, non-renewable alternative fuel, B, non-renewable fossil fuel, C, renewable alternative fuel, or D, renewable fossil fuel. Number 16. Gives a data table with the mass of planets. So they have the planet's name and its mass compared to Earth. So Mercury's mass is 0.0553 times smaller than Earth's. Venus's is 0.815 times smaller than Earth. Earth's is is at a 1. Mars is 0.107 times smaller than Earth. Jupiter is 318.0 times larger than Earth. Saturn is 95.2 times larger than Earth. Uranus is 14.5 times larger, and Neptune is 17.2 times. And then the question says, according to the mass of planets, table above, which planet has the greatest gravitational force? F, Jupiter, G, Venus, H, Mercury, or J, Earth? All right, number 17. Mr. Smith wants to save energy in his household. What action would save him the most energy in his house? A, leaving the water running when he brushes his teeth. B, turning off the air conditioner when he is not at home. C, leaving his bedside lamp on while he sleeps. Or D, leaving the door open on a warm day. Number 18. The question says, many objects within our solar system remain in constant motion and maintain predictable orbital patterns. What force governs the motion and patterns of objects in our solar system? F, the force of gravity keeps the sun, asteroids, and comets orbiting in an elliptical pattern around the Earth. G, the force of gravity keeps planets, asteroids, and comets orbiting in an elliptical pattern around the sun. H, the equal and opposite force between the sun and the Earth keeps the comets and asteroids orbiting in an elliptical pattern. Or J, the sun moves in an elliptical pattern and the planets, comets, and asteroids follow the gravity of the sun in an elliptical orbit, or in an elliptical pattern. If you need to pause and go back to any question on this page, you can do that now. If you're ready, go ahead and go on, and we're going to do the last two questions. Number 19. The development of space exploration has happened in stages. Which of the following achievements are in the correct chronological order? A, animals sent into space first, then humans sent into space, then a satellite launched into orbit, then the International Space Station sent into orbit or built, then humans walk on the moon, and then a spacecraft lands on Mars. Or B, first the International Space Station was sent into orbit and built, then animals were sent into space, then a satellite was launched into orbit, then humans were sent into space, then humans walked on the moon, and then a spacecraft landed on Mars. Or C, first a satellite was launched into orbit, then an animal was sent into space, then a human was sent into space, then a human walked on the moon, then the International Space Station was sent into orbit and built, and then a spacecraft landed on Mars. Or D, a satellite was launched into orbit, the International Space Station was sent into orbit and built, animals were sent into space, humans were sent into space, a spacecraft landed on Mars, and then humans walked on the moon. Put those in order is what it wants you to do. And finally, number 20. Over time, NASA has developed many different vehicles to carry men and women into space. These craft have changed to allow longer stays in space, carry more astronauts, and conduct more investigations. Until recently, the U.S. has used the Space Shuttle. The Space Shuttle differed from previous space vehicles because it, F, was reusable. G, could carry more than one person, H, could travel beyond Earth's orbit, or J, was airtight. All right, that was the last question. If you need to go back and rewind to re-listen to any question, you can do that now. If you're finished, you want to make sure you've circled every answer in your booklet and bubbled them all on your bubble sheet, and then turn that in how you're supposed to. Thanks.